what's up? Hello everyone, Skiqu viewer 60. I'm gonna fucking watch my games with Tilted. Those are pretty good in my opinion. Who do you think's better, by the way? Just for my ego.
You or Tilted? You both have like really good micro, so.
Tilted has pretty shit micro, not gonna lie. You're gonna see. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna be like cancer. I mean, Tilted's gonna troll this game, but Tilted's really fucking good at the game. So he gets to outfarm me anyway. So this game, he's gonna go like super high. He's gonna go like super high eco. And the way I'd win this is through just going passive BA, but I think that's cringe. So I'm gonna try. So I'm just gonna accept that I'm gonna be down in farms playing passive.
You can like point out any mistakes.
I leaked far more than I should here. That's kind of just me being bad.
You can point out any like mistakes that you made, like during these games.
So over here, round 4. I guess I can replay. Maybe I couldn't. I'm unsure. Wait, what the fuck? So when the reason you do this kind of start that Tilt is doing, that's like a Simba thing, is to make the opponent leak a lot, and then it's like really difficult to play when you're very low on lives. So here, could have microed this a lot better. These screens shouldn't be on my screens. Like if you just micro last and close better, you don't need to have these screens. Like here, I'm missing a lot of darts. This dart should still be on last, the triple dart, and like right now it should be on close. So here, I'm sending blues because I want to force the triple dart at the top, which I do. Was probably better to just go for a second trip before I start sending blues, and start sending blues once I get the second trip, and then I'd probably save 30 lives. There's no way he's gonna go for a farm on like 142 anyway, with the amount of blues he sent.
So like,
why it was better to just send pinks to get him up, to make him get up a 0-2.
Why did you do? Why did you do 252 eco start?
Because I like it more. I mean, there's the way you counter it is you can go is the way you counter it is the greed on round 3 basically, but nobody does that because everyone's scripted and everyone plays 306 or 289. I know that 252 just outfarms them if they're just gonna go scripted because you get 4 more bananas. There's not really a counter to that. The way you counter it is through greeding the trip and matching my plantation at the same time with higher eco.
Alright, makes sense.
So here, these greens are very good from him. It kind of screws over his farms. Like here, if I'd go BA, I'd already win, but I don't want to go BA because that's cringe. I buy 3 chips because I'm shit. I shouldn't do that. Greens here, I was to force the better to force early. He buys the farm, so I want to make him leak, so I make him pay for it. Pays a fair amount. Sends yellows at me. He could have overwhelmed me with through sending even more yellows. That would probably what I would do.
Would he have been like? Would he have been like susceptible to being punished by you if he oversent and you would have been able to like force a second sport?
No, I don't think so. I think he'd just be ahead then, or like, I mean, it'd still be probably the best play if I'm not going BA, but yeah. Right. Like the thing about if you kept sending yellows here while I boost 2 trips, don't defend infinite yellows on boosts, and if you keep sending yellows, I'm eventually gonna die. So I think you should have done that. I'd probably have to sell a farm to buy like 2 extra trips to survive.
All right.
So like even if he gets punished round 9, I think that's very much worth it. That would just make him insta win the game. So here sends yellows again. I'm gonna have to buy 2 spolts, and he knows it. So I delay it as much as I can. Do it a bit too late, forced to pay a lot of lives for it for no reason, which is pretty bad. Should have done it earlier. Send 3 LEDs here because I know that I need to force this bolt. Or I do this. I don't even remember if I like tried to BIA faster or not. Oh no, because he already bought the bolt because he was low on life, so I sent Space Zebras or something. Yeah, I guess I already knew that force the bolt with just Space Zebras, so I sent like this and bought the farm. So here doing whites to layer with the round 14 AI. I wanted to force a boost, but he managed because I thought this farm was greed, but it apparently wasn't. So he defends with 3 spikes. He has a lot more lives than I thought. Sends a bunch of whites. I over-defended with the 1 trip, but like usually people send late round 14. That's almost always includes zebras and stuff. because if the opponent boosts in late round 14, it's they have to buy a ton of defense for 16, which is why like almost all like late round 14 rushes are large, which is why I over-defended right away, because I thought he'd send a lot. So it's like a mistake by me too. Yeah, I'm just defending really badly this game. On 16, I balloon boost this. Why did I even do that? I'm so bad. I don't know. I'm just getting hard outplayed. I shouldn't. I both rushed. I rushed big, and I also. Yeah, I rushed big, and I also balloon boosted, which is never worth. Either on round 16, you like unless they already boosted, then you can rush big and balloon boost. But otherwise, you either like balloon boost a small rush, make them boost, or you send a big rush and then re-rush them with like something large. So here this is a massive misplay in my opinion to ODS here. No balloon boost, no AI. That's you top shot and you defend anything. Tilted kind of screwed up there.
Would you say it's a good play to have like no balloon boost anymore this early on?
Yeah, I don't really value them that much. Right. Like I think balloon boosts are best used like early mid game, like round 11 through 18, I guess, something like that. But here, like I don't really care. The balloon boosts don't matter all that much.
And why
would
you?
It's like round 18 plus, like you with 2 jugs, you already have so much precision that the extra balloon boost doesn't really do anything in my opinion. Just the balloons are faster, but they all just get shredded to lower layers. That doesn't really matter. Balloon boosts are balloon boosts get exponentially better with how fast the balloons are, and at this stage, if you just when you have 2 jugs, 2 spolts, like everything's just gonna be shredded down to like greens and blues and stuff. And then it doesn't really do anything. Then the balloon boost kind of does nothing. So he's the greatest player of all time, and all he needs is second jug somehow. Actually, here, never mind. I guess no, I'm a moron. If I had balloon boost here, he'd have to boost for sure. Because but yeah, you're right. I'm kind of a moron. Here he's kind of bad at the game, so he doesn't eco. If he ecoed here, he would absolutely brutalize me. There's a lot of reasons why the eco is stronger here, but the main reason is because we're not getting our FAQ until at least round 22. And also the extra spamming eco forces more defense. And also round like 14 plus, eco just becomes stronger than farms until you get 4th tier farms. That's basically how I view it. Like eco is just kind of shit. Eco's just much better than farming here. So even though he was very much ahead, I'm gonna turn out ahead here. So sending lads, just trying to force random defense. He doesn't get anything because he's the greatest player of all time. Round 20, always rush on this round. I think he skipped this round. Or no, okay, he sends lads, trying to minimally force. Sends a bit of eco. Never mind. Yeah, we'll play from both of us. He defends very scuffedly and almost barely dies. Those very scuffed defend from him.
Do you know why he would have not upgraded the already down darts that he had and just bought new ones?
I think he just didn't expect that. He probably just forgot about round 20 being really strong. He definitely should have. That's definitely not an optimal defend. He definitely should have upgraded trips. Also, just the 3rd spolt just defends anything around 20. That's probably the best defend you can do. But if he wants the middle trips here to to help with later rounds, that works too. Alright. Also, if he sent a random mob, that would grief my game a lot. I'd have to go like 1700 eco instead of getting this back here. Because here I'm gonna greet this. He's trolling. Like, you don't do this.
Yeah.
And now I'm ahead. This mode doesn't do anything. Round 22 greets 2 OP.
I don't really understand why he wouldn't have just sent that like round 18. If I remember correctly, he didn't send anything around 18.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he just passive farmed. I strongly disagree with that kind of play. So here I think I'm just ahead.
Do you know how long it takes for a 2-4 farm to fill up?
2-4, like 5 rounds if you get the plantation very instantly. It takes 5 rounds. For a 1-4, it takes like 6 rounds. Which is why I always love buying 2-4 on my BAs.
Alright.
Very underrated upgrade. It becomes exponentially better the earlier you get it. The later you get it, it becomes exponentially worse. But the thing is, you should still get it late if you're not going to sell your BA as soon as you cash it out. If you're going to cash it out twice, then it's better to just... Here, these reroulades are a choke rush. They're really bad because he has 5 chips. If he had 2 chips, it would be a lot more acceptable.
Mm.
But even that's still a choke rush. If he gets 1 spolt, it just defends everything. So now I'm just heavily ahead because he went BA around 21, which is not a real play.
Unless you're hooping.
It's still a troll play. It doesn't really outfarm.
Yeah.
Like the only time you'd go for that if it's in like an ultra drain game where you both have like 500 eco. But at that point, if you have 500 eco by round 21, what the hell are you doing? I got massively outplayed early, but then Tilted decided to troll because he doesn't really care about the game all that much.
Do you value boosts late game? As in
late game, not at all. I want to burn all my boosts by round 26. I think they're really useless.
Could you see any use as in using the boosts to make your farms give more money late game, well faster, so you don't have
round 33? If you're low farms, then yeah. But I think just getting more farms like just boost greeting farms like 22 through 26 just a lot stronger than boosting round 33. Because like round 33 is like super slow, and you can get a lot of value, and you can get a lot of like bananas out of boosting them on round 33, and that way you can like stop. You can like what's it called? You can prevent selling your farms because you're getting money faster. But in general, I just think using them for a boost greed is better. Having more money is better than having money faster, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're sending spaced until round 35. On round 34, to round 33, I send ultra spaced, and on round 34, I send like just normal spaced, and on round 36, I usually all out on offside, just fast cooldown, because it's very difficult to defend. And also, I don't think he has the farms to defend round 36, even if he could. Like this boost, I'd rather like boost greed on some sort of round instead of having it here. Also on round 35, like the only time you ever boost greed, like boost your farms, is on round 33 because that's the only slow round. Every other round is really fast. I guess like round 37 is also really slow. Like round 39 and round 37 are really slow, but like if you're going there on offside, you're the greatest player of all time. So yeah, that's kind of Sillard game. I can show like this game's style kind of bad. There's this tiny game, but it's a little left too. I guess I'll show it.
Alright.
Against Heli, you like the game plan with Dart against Heli is Heli values money a lot less than Dart because Heli defending is a lot more efficient than Dart late game. Monkey.
Oreo.
Okay, we back.
Yeah.
So on this, I kind of unintentionally sent these blues. I thought I would just instantly assume he would go Dart. So and against Heli, you always want to send reds all the way through round 2 and 3, so you can force both Heli and the 1/1 ice. But I think Tiny is like really afraid of using Heli on Temple, which is why he goes for the ice start. And against ice, you don't want to send anything. If you already know they're gonna go ice start, you want to go like 252 or 250, because balloons don't do anything on round 2 and 3 against ice. They're completely useless. So this ends up being really good for me, because Dart loves money a lot more than Heli. Ground Zero is a lot more expensive than Heli defending with Apache and stuff. sends pinks, and because of my dart spot that I like to use, this allows me to greed this farm on round 5 too. Most people use like the dart spot. If you can see my cursor, I'm not sure, but like another dart spot further behind, and it forces you to buy 2 trips to pinks. And I dislike that spot a lot more. I think this spot's way better because now I get my farm, and I'm omega ahead already. Like I already won the game basically at this point, in my opinion. But like against Tiny, like this is a turning game, and I kind of can't be asked to go like super late game because like the way you win this is you go round 14 BA. Like 2 for BA, and just like I fill the entire map with farms, put a bunch of specters down, and just outlast them. But I don't really want to play that kind of game. I'd rather just kill him early. So like I already won, but I'm gonna be playing kind of aggressive. He also buys 2-1 ice because just really scared of he's like leaking on this map, I guess. I think you can be greedier than that. I tried Heli on this map once too against 6 affiliate. But just the way Tiny's kind of playing.
Would there be a reason that Tiny is just like not anti-stalling with his Sally?
Yeah, anti-stall would be good, but I don't know. I guess he just wants the most amount of money he can get, so he doesn't die. It's like that scared. So here too, this the same scenario as Tilted. If he kept sending yellow, so it would be kind of annoying. You always want to place like a third 0/0 dart against like really aggro people. So before you boost, because then if they keep sending yellows, you have a third boosted dart, and then it's easy defense. Does that make sense? It's forced to buy quad because I know Temple defending with Heli is really scuffed, so I just kept sending whites, and I know he's gonna have to over-defend. Read my farm. Regrow lead's kinda useless, don't do anything. He expected me to have a lot less money than he thought. So here he greets his 4th farm and this forces a boost. You need rotors close to instantly against with Heli to defend whites without boost. If I was cringe, I could I was thinking of like re-rushing him really heavily to just choke rush him and end the game quickly. But Tiny actually, he's literally holding on to 4.2k, so I can't really do anything. So here he sends this, and I choke rush him differently instead. And he gets ice shards with his 4.2k, and he's forced to sell farm. So I really, this is a very cringe choke rush, but I don't really want to go late game. So this obviously really bad for me, but like it turned out well, but it's you don't do this. This is bad. And he's stalling because he just wants BA. Round 16, no point rushing him. He has ice shards and 2 helis.
He has he bought a 1/4 farm with 2 plantations, which was an interesting play, I would say.
Pretty hellish. Here, I'm kind of unsure how this played out, to be honest. This is like really weird. I'm unsure how he has enough money to... I guess, no, he just has enough money. He just has a lot of money.
I think he sold his ice shards. Yeah, he sold his ice shards.
Yeah. But yeah, he just has enough money. I was thinking maybe I could force the 3rd boost easily with another MOA, but definitely not. So yeah, cash out, sell all the stuff. And I thought I could force this boost here, but somehow he's just the greatest player of all time. Yeah, he cashed out around 19. That's how he defended. So pretty good for me too again. Did I send ceramics? I'm actually so cringe. No, okay, no, those are downdrafted ceramics. That makes more sense. So he doesn't really want to go for any... I think he's afraid of me, because he saw how I played. He's kind of afraid of me, like, choke rushing him again, so he's probably just gonna... So I think he just Apache'd here. Yeah, like nowadays, like, the meta defense are, like, so crazy. People go for, like, these, like, 2 downdraft, 1 rotors defense, and it's actually really consistent. It's really insane. It's 0/0 ice in case he dies. Real good. And I'm also ecoing here because there's no way I'm getting this farm before round 24. Like this factory. So, and because eco is stronger than factories, eco is stronger than farms until you get 4th tier farms, I should just be ecoing here, which is exactly what I do. I also sent a bunch of rainbows here, just in case he sent on round 22. so I could afford 3 jugs.
Mm.
If he wanted to like try to kill me. I'd like to conserve this boost for around 24 or 25, because I'm gonna sell BA and like boost greed something. Basically, that's my plan. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna get 2 facts if I remember correctly. I remember if I boost greeted this, I probably should have if I didn't. I definitely should boost greed this.
Oh, you bought 2 jugs. You bought another
yeah,
jug, so you didn't.
Yeah, this is really, really bad. I lost a lot of money on this. I should have sold this jug, boost greed, and then get 4-2, both 4-2. Because then, yeah, you just, like, you make 6x 300 more. I don't know how much that is exactly, because I'm bad. That's $1,800 more dollars. So yeah, I lost $1,500 because if you assume like jug selling is like 300.
Mhm.
I should have. So yeah, this boost. If I boost greed here, I'd probably make like 1,500. I think that's kind of worth. Decide to boost greed here. I guess I kind of made it back because I boost greed here instead.
Mhm.
And this makes me how much? 1, 2.
Do you
3.
think that Moab was like worth it? Or
Oh no, that's horrible. Moab doesn't do anything.
Mhm.
I already had so much money in hand. Like you generally like never Moab rerush when people have facts already, especially on short rounds.
Mm.
Yeah, Tiny does like a super hellish choke rush. I think I remember here. I'm also not selling my stuff because I'm just afraid of the smoke.
Mm.
Like the only way I could lose here, with my farm advantage, the only way I could lose here is like through. He also does like, I didn't even see the hellish choke rush. But yeah, I think he sent camo rainbows, like camo ceramics or something.
Yeah, camo ceramics.
Yeah. I get my second jug just to be safe. Why not? Doesn't really damage my farm cell that much.
Do you think ODSing with 2 jugs would be more useful than just fan clubbing it every round for like ceramic rounds?
On some maps, yeah, but I just don't trust ODS on Temple. I really like that. I do like the non-fan club defense on like 25, on like 28 and 30. You can do 2. I think you can do 2 jugs on like offside. I think I tried. You can do 2 jugs on and ODS on 28, and on 30 you can do 3 jugs ODS. I think. On something like Blast, you can probably just do 1 jug and 2 jugs or something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
On Shapes, I think on something like Shapes, you should always do that. Shapes is actually so funny. It's one of the longest maps in the game for AI specifically.
Yeah.
It's like Battle Park. It's really crazy. But yeah, I definitely think that defending fan club less on 28 and 30 saves you a lot of money. It's very much worth it, but I just don't trust myself. So here, Tiny, he obviously wants to drain because Heli likes lower farm games than higher farms, so he's gonna send these. And on this map, I think I did a almost fatal mistake. I don't really know. I don't know. So I decided to send on this round instead of 34, which is definitely this loses you so many bananas. Better to just go to 34 and then start sending. Because here I'm selling all my farms on a slow round and it's really bad.
You probably
don't even...
You probably don't even need the top jug anymore because you're probably not going to reach round 35.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I should probably just sell both my jugs. They don't do anything.
I feel like his Arctic Wind is too high up. It should be like a bit like in the bar below it, so it can catch the exit.
That's true. Yeah, I don't like how many Apaches he got. I think he should have gotten. Yeah, I think he should have filled the map with a lot more ice shards. They just become like their ice shards are just so strong when against FC CMGs.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot more valuable than Apaches. Really, ice shards really insane. Like if Troll BTD does it, I think it's probably correct. I probably could have popped the CMG, but I feel like I was thinking he's already dead to this, so I don't need to. And it gets really close. Yeah. So it ended up being a really intense game, but it never should be, because I can just go Send on 34 like 60 CMGs with full map of farms.
Yeah. Well, I feel like this is like where the end of the video will come to. So thank you for collabing with me, Totoro Gaming, aka Tim. So
it's TimothyDFA now. XD.
All right.
Yeah, I probably hijacked the video far more than I should have.